no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Elora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
I just love Elora's reaction to the banners going up. It's like, oh, that's mildly annoying. Anyway, we are in the Summer Forest today, having completed Glimmer last time out. The original plan for this part was to complete the Summer Forest. However, there's a couple of issues with that, or doing it in this episode at least. One being there aren't enough gems to learn how to swim from moneybags in the Summer Forest alone. You have to go to at least one other level in order to have enough gems to learn how to swim, the first move we learn in this game. And secondly, we do require another move to be learnt later on in order to actually collect everything. So Summer Forest cannot be completed until, at least a third of the way through this.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
I'm sure we already covered that in the cutscene just now. Yeah, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're not going to complete the Summer Forest homeworld until we have reached the autumn plains, the second homeworld, and we learned how to climb. So that was never really going to work for this episode. But then, naturally, because I decided to play a level in order to get the gems to learn how to swim, I naturally went into a level, which you'll see in a minute, which requires you to also know how to swim to complete. That being Idle Springs, which is just on the right there. That portal there. So the moneybags teaches us to swim. Requires 500 gems, and we only have 369 right now. There's a few more we can pick up. And I'm pretty sure if we hadn't paid up 100 gems to cross that bridge back in Glimmer, we might actually get enough here. In fact, we would get enough because we're about to approach 400. So the extra 100, yeah, we'll be able to learn to swim.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time. Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
I did not know cheetahs could jump that far.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
As you said, make sure you... I forgot I did that. It's been a while since I've watched this.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover. Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
This becomes a theme, particularly with Hunter. He's found all these orbs, yet he won't give them to you unless you complete some sort of challenge. At least we get a trophy for that one too. And strangely enough, the most common trophy in the game that people picked up. I find a little bit strange.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
So there you go, 500 gems required to learn that. The reason we cut there is because I went to Idle Springs, like I said, which requires swimming, so I went in there, came back out. For about 4 minutes later, we go into Colossus instead. And it's going to be our, well, technically our second level of the game, since we did start off in Glimmer. And we have to assume that guy got eaten. What else can you draw from that?
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
Amazing the things you get trophies for in this game. That one was for charging a goat instead of flaming it. So you can actually get that by impulse.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
If one just snuck up on you, you could easily just charge through it and the trophy's yours. That's good, we're only 2 parts into this playthrough and we've already got 3 trophies, so there's a few less to pick up later on. These statues become important a bit later on as well. I'd elaborate, but if you haven't watched this game before, it'd be something to anticipate.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
As we get further into the game, there'll be fewer interactions with NPCs. I mean, there's still going to be one at the start of the level, and then a couple spread throughout it, but there'll be less of Zoe, and yeah, I could probably...
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
I wouldn't have to worry so much about being interrupted or interrupting an NPC. Like that, for example. As I explained just now, the power-ups in each level are powered by the enemies we defeat, so if we defeat them they release apparently a spirit particle. I just assumed it was their soul, which...
Hey, look what I can do.
It's probably the same thing in this instance. So I didn't really stop and admire the artwork this time around, but it looks like quite a lot of the pictures are just of the monks. It's not quite like in Nevin's castle back in the first game where there was a picture of the autumn plains and I think some of the other dragons as well.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the jump button again at the very top of your jump.
Go away, Zoe. Just do your job. And each of these gates requires a certain number of enemies to be defeated in order to activate their power, so in this case we need 11. Which we'll only get if we glide across to where those other enemies are in a moment. Over there. And they're active. And in this level they act as a shortcut to get to the end, as opposed to having significance to an orb challenge, as is the case in quite a lot of levels. And unlike with the first game, I'm less familiar with 2 and 3. I have played them, but I haven't played them so much over the years, and I haven't watched many playthroughs, walkthroughs or speedruns of them, so for me it's a bit of a learning curve again, figuring out where everything is. So every now and again you'll sort of see me go exploring. So it's just getting on with it.
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away, but now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
So there we are, we've got to chase evil spirits out of statues by flaming them. 10 statues in total, 2 of them are just out here. For some reason I decided to ignore that one. Don't know why. I mean, I do 100% this level, so I do get it eventually. I just don't know why I decided to ignore it then. Maybe I was undecided as to whether I was actually going to do the challenge at this point or not. But yeah, I just flamed that one, so I didn't dither on it for long. Of course, out here we have the hockey rink. This isn't it. This is just the warm-up rink, I guess. Which normally you can't get to, or you shouldn't be able to get to until you've completed the level. You got rid of the Yeti, but I found a way over. I'm sure it was always there, I just never took it. And it's picking up the gems on the ice, and then we'll get to the hockey section of Colossus.
Ah, Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper? You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
This is the warm-up to the big match. You're going to be just shooting against one of the goalkeepers. What you have to do is just make your way over to the puck. As you get close to it, Spyro will say swallow it, that's not quite right. He'll pick it up in his mouth, and then you can aim at the goal and then press circle button in case of the PS4 to shoot it, and hopefully it goes in. And if you hit the walls, you just drop it, so don't hit the walls. As you can see, we are on a time limit to do this. You have to score 5 goals in, I think it was 2 minutes. And your best bet to actually score past them is to stand on one side, in this case on the left hand side, aim yourself to the right and fire it into the very far corner. That way you'll never get it. Yeah, like so. That was annoying, because if he hadn't hit that, I would have just picked it up and just shot it straight into the goal then. That's just poor aim on my part. Also, if you just sort of get too close, he will just hit you with his stick. I was getting worried at this point. I still need to score 2 goals. That one barely went in. But, you know, now I'm less worried because I've got 45 seconds to score 1 more goal. And there it is.
Well done. Have this.
Man of very few words there.
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one? The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
Okay, there is a skill point for this, and that is if you score the 5 goals required without the opposition scoring any. I will be getting all the skill points again like I did in the first game, being in a separate video, all of them together. But as I picked some up along the way, and there will be some I pick up along the way, you will obviously see those in the playthrough. Same with the trophies, I'm going to put them all together in the video at the end as a guide. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so they will both act as guides to 100%, as this is the guide to getting all the gems and talismans and orbs in the game. Which hopefully it helps someone. Still got 3 more goals to score here. Nice little finish there. Keeper was unsighted there. It was a big help in any sport if you can do that. Put a defender between yourself and the goalkeeper. Yeah, it wasn't too hard.
Well done. Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
That's why I decided to mention skill points now as well, because I could just get the skill point there for the perfect game. Alright, believe it or not, there isn't actually that much left to do in this level now. Just pick up the remaining gems, and actually it's quite a lot of statues to find still, but yeah, they're all on the main path, so not too hard to find. Did a charge jump there, even though I didn't actually need to do one.
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not sure you're up to it.
I still don't understand that line. Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti. And then in more sense he said something like, even though I'm a lover, I think you should torch that Yeti. You know, something along the lines of being peaceful as opposed to vegetarian. It's weird. On this platform you'll find the rocket which destroys that invincible chest we saw earlier on. I decided to walk across here because I wasn't sure if there were any gems over here or if there's a statue hidden up here. But there wasn't. And instead of... oh, okay, I dropped down anyway, so I do get these statues after all. Only 4 more of those to find. And at this point I really didn't have any idea where they were. I spent a lot of time looking around for them. But as you may notice with the length of the video, I don't show you the whole exploration process. I don't know why I found it so hard, because I believe that even at this point there's still the 2 just outside where we got the challenge that I haven't actually claimed. There's only 1 more to find. I even just saw that one over there I haven't got. Yeah, gonna get it now. I just seem to ignore it just now for some reason. So I guess the only two that I haven't got are the ones that are outside where the challenge was issued. No, it's not. Okay, there's just one more. I don't even remember where it was now. Oh. Well, there it is.
Well done, Spyro. You've scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
I don't think you borrowed it, Professor, if you decided they don't need it. I think that's called stealing. Who knew you were such a rebel? Here we go. The big fight with the Yeti. Oh, never mind.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
See, I don't understand that. Was he just standing outside not watching what was going on? Did he not see that the Yeti got crushed by the idol? Did he think we just send him packing or something? I'm confused. What does Brother Ned think actually happened in here? Brother Ned is now all set up on a murder charge, so I'm sure that's the last we'll ever see of him.